Okay, so here she is, and I'm really happy with the way this locomotive turned out. You know, I'd have to say that with locomotives, and I think it's the same with any model subject, like even like figurines or automobile cars, trucks, armor, aircraft, you never know how it's going to turn out in the end fully. Like it might just have all the magic, and you can't control that. Like it just, everything works. The paint, the weathering, the parts. In this case, you know, when you're doing a locomotive like this, you're installing things like this. This is the Loksound speaker that I use, the 50348, which sounds so awesome. And then, as some of you may or may not know, I really like these integrated capacitor motherboards by ESU. I'm a big ESU fan, and for good reason, okay? Close enough is no longer good enough. And like, I get that, but that's me. And, you know, hashtag no sponsor. I don't work for ESU. I just think they're the best, and I want to put the best in my locomotives when I go this far with them. Now, the nice thing about locomotives like this is they become a one-off. So this is a one-off. Nobody else has one in the world. Like nobody has this particular model because it's been changed so much and brought up to spec on the actual unit, like 720, like the period like 1990, let's say. I use Motown models, LEDs. They're beautiful, bright. I'll show you that just up above in closing. I'll put it on the layout and fire it up and run it. What else did I do? Oh yeah, I redid the whole front end, like the ditch lights, like they're in set. I couldn't, like this model was, I found it sitting on a shelf. It was cheap and I grabbed it and I just re-and-read the whole front end, and I did the, scratch built the snow plow as well with 10 thou plastic. So it's scale, like the snow plow is scale thickness, you know, with the curves, like just the style that they are. Like BC Rail were really unique that way. I really love them for that. Well, I basically grew up in the backyard of BC Rail, so like they were not, you know, very close to me, the same way as BC Hydro was, or formerly SRY Rail Link. Yeah, so, and the sound on this is beautiful, but like you say, I had to modify below the catwalk there on the rear. I cut that open, but you can't tell, right? It's just dark under there, but boy, the sound comes out nice. That Alco, you know, thumping, sound that it is in the horn and everything. And it also, the recording makes a huge difference. If it's a good recording, and the nice thing about ESU is you go on their site, and if you don't like it, you can download another prime mover until you find one that's suitable. And there is a difference, a big difference, when you change recordings. And you can do that with ESU in the programmer, which is what I like about it. It's not one of those decoders that where the sounds are baked in and they give you a few options or a few prime mover selects, whereas ESU you can program anything into it once you learn the curve. Yeah, so, you know, lots of little details I added to this. I added the chain, the brake chain. You can, well, I don't know if you can see it, but I did all that detail there. The whole front end. What else did I do other than just painting and weathering? I took it apart as much as I could, as you know. Yeah, and that's about it. Really love the locomotive. So let's go up onto the layout and have a look at her, okay? Okay, so there you have it. Another finished locomotive for River Road. If I ever want to run some BC rail equipment, well, I can do it. Especially on this section of the layout, the period feel is good enough, really, for, well, I mean, I don't go far back as 70s, but, like the 90s, it works. And my period is, it's 2000-ish, 2010-ish, so, give or take. And a what if scenario would be, what if 720 was kept around and leased to another short line? It's all fun in the end. And, you got to do the things that you really love to do. And if you love railroads and you love modeling railroads, then it really doesn't matter. If you like a locomotive, you should do it. You should just model it, weather it, and call it your own and make it special. So thanks for watching. Happy modeling to everyone, and I hope that you have a great day.